just makes common sense. And I don't like to use that term lightly, because every legislator is going to walk around and say, here's my bill, and this is the common sense solution. And everyone else who disagrees with it, it doesn't make any sense. And maybe it's a matter of worldview, but in my worldview, this makes common sense. And it's not just my worldview. The surveys around the state, the Star Tribune has done this, and other surveys, they show that a vast majority of Minnesotans agree we ought to have background checks before one's allowed to purchase a firearm. And this is not just all Minnesotans, but it's firearms owners, gun owners, NRA members agree that there ought to be background checks. And there's a reason why that it has that level of support. For example, the background checks work. In the United States, since 1998, 2.4 million felons and other dangerous people have been blocked by background checks from buying firearms. In Minnesota alone, it has blocked almost 34,000 prohibited purchasers. If you update the numbers from the last official survey, which I think was in 2014 to current. Of those 34,000 prohibited purchasers, 68% of those, about 23,000 people, were convicted felons who were stopped from buying the firearm through that avenue by the background check. The percentage of gun owners in the United States that can buy guns now without a background check dropped by half from 1994 to 2015. So the fact is, as states pass background check requirements, more and more people go through them, and it has an impact. And the impact is shown out on the other side as well. In states that have universal background checks before every handgun sale, there are 48% fewer suicides by gun. 48% fewer suicides. That's a lot of lives that were saved. 46% fewer women were shot to death by their domestic partners. 48%, and by the way, on women and being armed to protect themselves, the studies have also shown that if you arm the women who want to protect themselves from domestic violence, they are more often to have that gun used against them in a domestic violence incident. It doesn't make them safer to be armed, it makes it more risky. In those states with background checks, 48% fewer police officers have died by handgun fire, 48% fewer incidents of trafficking, and 52% fewer mass shootings.
Wow.
So these things work.
Thank you.
We ought to pass them in Minnesota.